Yo YouTube, what's poppin'? It's ZVG bringing you guys another Dragon Ball Legends video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the updated gamepress tier list and discussing the major changes that have taken place due to Zenkai 7 FSK completely taking over the game and overthrowing Vegito Blue. So without further ado, let's get into this. I am not going to be going over every tier nor every change because I don't want this video to be 40+ minutes long, so instead I am going to be going over major changes and discussing some controversial placements within the tier list. So first things first, Z tier has been drastically cut down, and that is due to one man, Zenkai 7 Father Son Kamehameha Gohan. Now FSK Gohan is the best unit in the game hands down. This is even more apparent in top 100 PvP where everyone is using him. His damage is unparalleled and his support is one that is very good. His last man standing power is the most oppressive thing to go up against because if you just make one mistake, you lose the entire match. His only problem really are his teams being a bit wonky, but with a new transforming Goten and Trunks coming into the game, that shouldn't be the case very soon. Next up is the one and only Vegito Blue. Nothing changed for him really, still annoying and boring to go up against, still has good damage and long combos, still is on 3 of the best teams in the game, Fusion, Future and God Key, and yeah, the only thing that really happened to him was that Zenkai 7 FSK is just a better unit in general. Next up, the brand new Legends Limited Majin Vegeta takes the last spot in Z tier, and rightfully so. He is one of the most oppressive damage dealers in the meta, with 2 of his main teams, Saiyans and Vegeta family, supporting him very well. His teams currently feature in the S tier, but that's due to inconsistencies on his teams such as lack of durability and an HP buffer. His special skill gives people PTSD from when transforming movie Gohan was meta. His special move has the potential to one-shot most units in neutral due to his ability to nullify damage reduction or special cover changes. His legendary finish animation is one of the best in the game with a great sense of nostalgia. He gets stronger as the battle goes on and is one of the main units that can handle FSK due to fast damage in short bursts. Now moving on to S tier. Zenkai 7 Demon King Piccolo was second in Z tier before Zenkai 7 FSK came onto the scene, and he fell down mainly due to being a yellow unit and regen, both of which FSK is at an advantage against. He still has great damage, great synergy on regeneration, and has one of the most broken main abilities in the entire game, or you could say the most broken main ability. His main ability can allow you to use the most broken combat system more times than your opponent, and having him on your team already puts your opponent at a big disadvantage. Zenkai 7 Goku also took a fall in this tier list. He still has good damage, but his tanking ability has been getting worse and worse due to new units having absurd amounts of damage, and units in the meta can nullify his endurance as well, and he's a yellow unit, so he's in the same predicament as Demon King Piccolo. As more Zenkais dropped, Kid Goku's kit has fallen off relevancy, and so did his teams. His endurance was his main appeal, but now that is countered by every single meta team in the game. Zenkai 7 Under 16 comes up next, and he's one of the best tanks in the game since he has the best cover in the game, 50% damage reduction along with healing 50% off the damage taken. He has good strike damage, good support, and his self-destruct can kill 99.9% of the cast. Sadly, his team currently has no answer to FSK because androids really have no good blues, and their only hope of killing him is 16 self-destruct. And if you so happen to miss that self-destruct, then GG's. Next up is Purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and I really don't know why he fell from Z tier, to be honest. He still does the same things he's always done prior to Zenkai 7 FSK. Good damage for 50 counts, godlike support abilities, and a godlike death buff, and his teams didn't get worse. So Raditz, if you're watching this video, please put my mans back in Z tier, thank you very much. Zamasu has fallen from Z tier as well. His main appeal was long matches and a powerful strike cover in a strike based meta, but with the switch for fast DPS and short matches, Zamasu has really lost his value. His biggest appeal right now is the androids matchup and the ability to completely shut down damage reduction, but seeing as his impact is only one matchup, it's really hard to justify using him over Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Next up on the list is the new Revival Cell, with controversy between Z tier or S tier. In my opinion though, he is an S tier fighter. His unique ability to transform makes him an oppressive unit in his base form due to opponents having to play carefully so as to not waste the Rising Rush and allow him to transform, and his base form is the only thing that can tank a Zenkai 7 FSK Ultimate. He has no tanking ability whatsoever, but his HP, the 30% damage reduction he gets after transformation, and having access to two of the best tanks in the game, 16 and Fat Boo, does help him quite a bit. His damage is decent in his base form and amazing after he transforms, with a green card that can stop combos and immobilize, and a special move that has blast armor and hits insanely hard for no reason. Perfect Cell has elevated androids to new heights, and with a new Zenkai coming on the way, they will only get better. Zenkai 7 Youth Trunks has risen up in this tier list, and that is due to the influence of Zenkai 7 FSK on hybrids. Blue Ultimate Gohan has also risen up as well, and for the same reason as Youth Trunks. I do feel that Blue Ultimate Gohan is a better teammate for FSK than Youth Trunks, because Gohan is a blast unit while Trunks is mainly strike, and Gohan has a very good green card and actually buffs hybrids while Trunks does not. And that's pretty much it for S tier. Now let's go on to tier 1. And now the first spot in tier 1 is actually Yellow Vegito. Now before you fusion mains come and attack me and dislike the video and leave a bad comment, hear me out for a second. He's yellow, that's it. But nah, seriously, he is yellow, and the only thing that Yellow Vegito can do right now in this meta is deal damage. But when you look at a unit like EX Gogeta, who can also do damage but support the team as well, it's very hard justifying running Yellow Vegito in this meta. Zenkai 1 Fat Boo and Majin 121 follow as the next two in tier 1, mainly due to FSK absolutely caught blocking regen to the point where if you're running regen and match up with a Zenkai 7 FSK, just forfeit. The new Zenkai Cell is in tier 1 as well. He doesn't do much at all but damage, and he has high damage ultimate, but he is not better than the new Revival Cell, but he is a very good bench on the regen team if you so happen to use him as a bench. He also is a very good replacement for Revival Cell if you don't have him. Goten is now in tier 1 coming from tier 2 due to him being a godlike support for FSK, and yeah, that's really it. That's the only thing Goten has going for him at this point. So now that all the major changes of tier 1 are out of the way, let's finish this video with tier 2. Now Zenkai 1 Cooler and PR Cooler are at the top of tier 2, mainly due to LOE being severely outdated and they rarely see any play at all, and it's sad because LOE could potentially be a top tier team. All they really need are some new releases and a few Zenkais, and they would be good to go. Rose is here as well, since he has gotten replaced on Gaki and Future by the new Red Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and most units nowadays can get rid of his debuffs very easily. Turles is right behind Rose. Although he's a new release, it takes time for him to actually get good, and when he finally does, he's kinda underwhelming, and not to mention that his team is completely trash, which is movies. Super Saiyan 3 transforming Gotenks is now in tier 2 since he has been replaced on hybrids by Zenkai 7 Red Trunks and Zenkai 7 FSK, and replaced on fusions by EX Gogeta, so my boy Gotenks has just been getting replaced and replaced and replaced, and yeah, that sucks. And the last thing is Full Power Frieza and LF Frieza are also in tier 2 for the same reason Zenkai 1 Cooler and PR Cooler are. So that's pretty much it for the major changes within the tier list and stuff. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys, the major changes and the controversial placements within the tier list. That's basically it. If you guys would like to look at the tier list yourself and see every unit and everything, you guys can go on to gamepress.gg/dblegends and go look at it yourself. I'll link down below in the description. But let me know, guys, do you guys agree or disagree? Let me know down in the comments. This is ZVG, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, one love.